We are Inside Out Interview, and this is your insider guide to how to get over your nerves before the big interview. Before we go on, please subscribe to learn the ins and outs of interviewing every week. An interview can be a stressful thing. If you're like most people, you're worried about if people will like you, if people will want you. Don't feel that an interview evaluates you. You are valuable, you are worthy, you are enough no matter what happens inside the interview, no matter if you light the room on fire, no matter if it all blows up. You are valuable, and this does not determine the rest of your career. However, there are some things that can make us feel better. And let's face it, we all want to feel better walking into an interview. So let's talk a little bit about preparation, because preparation is the first part of your interview, really. Make sure that you prepare the day before your interview. You have your 3+ copies of your resume. If you need one, you have a copy or 3 of your cover letter. You have your references. You have what you want to wear. You've made sure it's clean. It doesn't have a coffee stain down the front that you haven't noticed. If the day of the interview you find there's all these last minute things that go wrong or that you didn't realize, because let's face it, if it can happen, it will happen. Your printer will jam, your computer will shut down and not turn back on again, your clothing will rip in the car. These things tend to happen when we most need them not to happen. So if you prepare for it the day before, it won't affect you as much. You won't have to run around crazy trying to fix everything. Have your bag, your go-to interview bag, your resume, cover letter, references, everything set to go by the door. Have your outfit laid out. You're golden. Also, it helps if you bring directions printed out, because just yesterday I was going somewhere and my phone decided to completely shut down and not turn on again, even though it's fully charged. So that I had to literally try to remember by heart how to get somewhere, and that didn't work. It also helps if you get enough sleep so you can go into it refreshed and ready to make your best impression. This means don't go out drinking very late the night before. Don't be up on your phone till 2 a.m. scrolling through Instagram. Make sure you're mindful of your sleep habits that night before and maybe even that week. Now, how about the day of? Before you walk into your interview or when you're sitting in your car, make sure you have some deep breathing exercises you can go to. All right, I'm about to get weird for a second and show you one, so please don't judge. This is something I learned in Yoga Flow, and it's always helped me to slow down my heart rate and get centered before I walk into that interview. So if you hold your nose, you're going to breathe in and then hold the other part of your nose. Breathe out and then breathe in and then switch back. I don't know why this works. You're breathing on different sides of your head. It works, trust me. Okay, now that we're past the weirdness, let's talk about stuff that most people do just on a day-to-day basis. Have your motivational music playlist on when you are getting ready so you can get into your jam. I recommend Spotify or Pandora. Those are my absolute favorites. I also find that motivational speeches work just as well as music. So I can pull up my YouTube, pull up playlists or favorite speakers that I know and get to playing it while I'm getting my hair ready, getting my makeup ready. It makes me feel a lot better and a lot more motivated. Who knew motivated speeches would make you feel motivated? Mind what you're eating the day of your interview. If you have a food that could potentially not agree with you and hit you by the time you go into your interview, maybe don't eat it until after. Also, exercise can help to calm your body. So if you exercise in the morning, cool, do that. If you want to exercise the night before, it has after effects that are longer lasting and can last you well into your interview. It's just a conversation. Pretend in your head that you are meeting with your friends in a coffee shop and you're having a conversation with them. The reason they brought you into interview is because they like your resume, they like your application. Now they just want to know, do you get along with them? Are you a good fit in personality for their office? So treat it like a friendship. And lastly, trust yourself. Everything you have done up to this point has prepared you for this moment. Let me repeat that. Everything you have done up until this point has prepared you for this moment. all of those previous interviews, all of your previous work experiences, your previous work mishaps, your previous work successes, your friendships, your conversations, what you've watched and listened to, everything has led you to this interview. So trust that it will be fine, that it will work out, that you can trust yourself, that you know what you're doing. I hope I helped you calm your nerves just a little bit before you walk in there. If you are continuing to interview and want all of the tips, we can give them to you every week. Please subscribe for an empowered interview, like if this helped you, share for the value, and we'll see you on the flip side.